Greetings, all my wonderful, beautiful subscribers. Thank you for coming back to watch another video of the Lion's Den Tarot. So today we're going to be doing a reading on Suho. This is in celebration of his solo comeback. Well, not comeback, his solo release project. I guess I was like, you know what, let me just sit down and do a personality reading on him. Let me see what he's about. Let's see what the next biggest event is going to be for him, and just overall just I guess celebrate with the reading. So let's get into it. Suho, step into the den. Okay, so let's see what we get for Suho. Okay, alrighty. And one, oh, okay, well, okay. So I'm gonna just put that here. So interestingly enough, Suho has a lot of effeminate energy that's here. Well, first starting off with the servant. This is just talking about Suho is someone who is putting himself out there to be used, putting himself out there despite himself, for his group, for his members, for his job. And he is someone that will stop what he's doing to better help his group and company. Suho is somebody who will go out of his own way to find something to help benefit and uplift the group and company. So is Suho being the servant upright? He is definitely someone who is a good, like he aids. I'm just going to say the company as a whole because it's not just XO. It's like the better of the company. I'm sorry if you hear a beeping in a few minutes, but yeah, so moving on, we have the Knight. Loyalty, romance, chivalry, and love of honor. And if you guys have been, all my cubs have been with me for a while, you know kind of how Suho comes to me when when I'm doing an energy reading, or if I'm just reading on Suho. From the very first time I think I did an EXO reading that had to do with all of them, I even told you guys the first time that Suho comes with this strong, this very strong, prideful leader kind of energy, very fiery energy, very assertive energy. So this Knight is kind of like that. He's like charging in there. He's, first one to be seen. He has this whole energy of honor and loyalty and chivalry, and, just this strong, overwhelming energy. And I think that's also why he's coming off as the Knight. Now, next we also have the Mother, and this is talking about the more feminine side of him that is shown. And I believe, he's considered the mother of the group, and that is actually showing up. A lot of effeminate energy is showing up in general for him. So even with Mother, it's just nurturance, patience, unconditional love, joy in giving birth of life. And for him, it's more so joy of taking care of the ones around him. And he likes to be nurturing to others as well as being nurtured. He likes, especially when people listen to him. Sorry, that's what I'm hearing. He loves when people listen to him. I think that's his favorite. That's just coming to me right now. He absolutely loves when he's listened to. So that's an energy that's coming forward. He likes to be a guiding light to people around him. He loves to be honored and respected. He loves to be listened to. He loves to be I won't say obeyed. I think I will leave it at listened to, but there is extra joy when, when someone obeys what he says. Okay, so moving on, we have Trickster. It says transcending convention, of stuffiness and predictable behavior. Sorry. No, this is actually just talking about his jokes. This is talking about more so Suho having a way of dealing with people, a way that is comedic, a way that is probably, I know he's not funny to the members, but that in itself is funny. So it's just like he is kind of routine in his sense of humor. It doesn't really change, and when it changes, I feel like it's still like old, like it's like outdated, like he consistently will have an outdated sense of humor. So we also have Queen, radiates a regal feminine, uses her benevolent authority to protect others. Again, where I'm talking about authority and protecting others, or just being that fiery energy. Like this is still all of Suho's energy. It's all of it, and the most used energy here seems to be that feminine energy, the mother, the queen, the way he approaches things is a very nurturing kind of way, but also he knows how to use both charms. He knows how to use both his charms of both femme and masc. And it seems, especially with most of the feminine energy here, he knows how to use that more to his advantage throughout life and career. We have the shapeshifter, and this is talking about like him being able to switch between what is needed for him, like personality wise, image wise, and energy wise. So if he's in a situation that calls for more effeminate energy, he can switch to that. If he is in a situation that calls for him to be more masculine, he can switch to that. If he is in a situation that needs him to be a servant, he can switch to that. If he's in a situation that needs him to be a leader, he can switch to that. It's no problem for him because he is a leader. He is, sorry about that beep, he is that kind of person that can, he really is a leader, and he's able to turn and change into what is needed of him at that time. So that's very interesting for him. That's what we have for his personality reading, and we're going to go ahead and move on to the next cards. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and move on to my Mumu deck. And we're going to start seeing what is, I don't know really, I'm just going to see what comes out for him out of my Mumu deck, see what's going on with him, how he's feeling. Just what's going on. Oh. Okay. Secure up in reverse, and that no is telling me he's not feeling secure. He's not sure about, I feel like this is probably about his album. He's not really sure or confident in it right now. He's not sure how it's going to be received. Yeah, he's not sure how it's going to be received. He is hoping for a good response. And he knows, like, it's like in his heart of hearts, he knows that, you know, he should be successful. He's like, I should, you know, this should work out. This should be fine. And it's like one part of him is telling him everything's going to be okay. And the other part is it's like, I'm not too sure about it. So he's just kind of in a state of insecurity right now. That's really all that's coming out. He's in a state of insecurity right now. This also is kind of making me think that he has put a lot of prayer on this album. So this could be something like, you know, he's like really had, you know, I don't know if I think he's Buddhist, but like, I don't know how they do things, but it's just like a lot of, I hope this does well. Like, you know, just sort of bringing out his own good luck. Okay. But yeah, he's definitely not really sure about this album. Like, he's not sure how it's going to be received. He's not really confident in it at all. Now, I'm going to see what's the next biggest thing to come for him. Let's see. What's the next biggest event to happen in Suho's life? Let's see. What is the next biggest event to happen in Suho's life and or career? Of course. And I should have said it before because I was just like, but I think, was I going to say Queen of Wands? Either way, I think it's like King of Wands energy when I was doing his personality reading. What is, okay. Yeah, Suho is quite concerned. Okay, something wanted to flip over. I'm just gonna, yeah, Suho is super concerned. He's actually quite stressed about what's going on. He's stressed about a few things. There's multiple things that he's kind of stressed about. It's interesting how this King of Wands is not sitting on his throne and not sitting in his chair. And I feel like this is because, you know, this is like, I want to say, I don't know for sure, but like the first time Suho is going to be on his own. And so there's like not really anyone to actually lead but himself. And even that is a bit, it's burdensome. Like, it's like he's not sure how things will turn out, not sure how well he'll be supported. Especially because I'm feeling like, you know, how the members like to joke around and, you know, the way they joke towards Suho. I feel like certain jokes will actually get to him a little more than he expected. I know that's random, but I'm like, I feel like they should be careful with how they joke around with Suho during this time of his release. And how they joke around with his album, because I feel like he's going to be really actually sensitive about it. Especially because I'm having a lot of cups come up here too as well. There is a lot of sensitivity. He's unsure. There's a lot of uncertainty as well. And this can also be uncertainty about both the group, but also uncertainty about his, well, as we discussed earlier, his album and album turnout. So he's just kind of worried about that. And then, no, this is the group. I think this is the group. And yeah, this is the group. And also what I'm feeling is being able to keep up with what's already been released. Like, is he going to be able to keep up with past solo albums and past releases? Especially with this Page of Pentacles here. He's very concerned about, just how well this will do financially, how well this will do on the charts. And, you know, even if he doesn't get #1 for anything, he just wants to make sure that he solidifies a spot. King of Cups reverse, he's quite, like, all I can think is that he's like really sensitive revolving like around his album. And, you know, this isn't necessarily talking about the next biggest event. If we, you know, are going to, you know, make this into what the next biggest event to happen within his career, I'm kind of seeing EXO, but it's like 7. It's like, you know, 7 members. So I don't know if it's only 7 members. Like, I don't know if this is like Chen. Let me see. Let me make sure, because Chen always comes up as the Queen of Cups for me. Okay, 3 of Pentacles, so this is not working. This is not uncooperativeness. Like, this is, and this is the Hermit. Okay, so I don't know if Chen will be returning, and like, then I don't know if, like, we'll be hearing from Chen, and that's what's gonna be like concerning him, because this could be a return of someone from the past, or like there's something going on that's revolving the group, that of course revolves around him, which is why it's like his next biggest event. So as the leader, this is definitely like, I'm feeling like this can be about the group. Let me draw one more card. Judgment. Okay, so yeah, this is, and judgment, judgment is the people's opinion and of the matter at hand. So I don't know if Chen will make a reappearance. I don't know if this is, you know, his album or keeping up with past albums and, you know, kind of facing the judgment of the audience, of the people receiving his album. But with this Hermit in reverse, this is definitely, and this Three of Pentacles, this is someone who's not working with them, who's coming back out of like a solitude. And then it's like the judgment of the people. So like, I feel like I need to, Queen of Pentacles. Yeah. So I'm not sure, like, because this could also be the way, you know, if this is Chen, this could be how Suho sees him. Because Chen for me comes up as the Queen of Cups. So this could also possibly not be him, but there is a return of someone from the past, or someone who has been quiet. Maybe you hearing from someone who's been quiet for a while, and them coming out and saying something, or maybe even supporting the album, and then you hearing a lot of commotion around that. Like, let's say, for example, like, let's say Luhan comes out of nowhere and he's just like, oh, congratulations, Suho, on your solo or something. Or Chris does something like that. Like, that could be something like that that will kind of stir up the fan base. And they're like, oh my God, someone, you know, shouted out Suho, you know. But that's kind of what we have going on. We'll just have to wait and see. So until next time, guys, if you have not already subscribed, please make sure you go down below and hit that subscribe button. Also, hit the notification bell if you would like to join the Cub family and step into the den with us. We go live every Saturday at 8:30 p.m. So come, feel free to join us. I do free readings on that day while I'm live. So if you would like to have a little free sample reading, come on at 8:30 on my channel on Saturdays, and you'll be able to have that. Also, if you would like to donate to the channel, links are in the description. It will help me out a lot. Thank you. Appreciate it. Much love. And follow me on Twitter, Tumblr, and Facebook. And until next time, bye guys.